Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I've kind of changed my setup a little bit so I could show you guys my decorations for Halloween. Pete had asked everybody to get in the spirit of Halloween, and so I did. So we have a ghost over here. We have a skeletonized rat. We have a witch. We have my little vampire bat sticker I got from Dutch Brothers the other day. Got a big Day of the Dead sugar skull and a couple other skulls. Those are for Jason at NebuCloud. He's a big skull guy. If you guys ever see his Instagram and stuff like that, so he's definitely into all that. So I'm hoping he likes that. I'm gonna go ahead and change the angle on this just a little bit because I think it'll be easier for what we have going on, but we can still see some of that stuff back there. A couple of things I wanted to do as far as a little bit of housekeeping. My friend Rodney over at Naptastic EDC, he's at 982 subs today. And if I could just get you guys to, go over there and subscribe to him, if we could get him pushed over 1,000, he's been hovering right there, needing about 20 to 25 subs for the last couple of weeks. I've been watching him. He's gone up a little bit, but we could really push him over the top. I mean, it's only going to take about 20 of you to say yes, and it doesn't cost you anything, but it'll make you feel good to go ahead and do that for him. He's a really good guy. He's a machinist by trade. He does a lot more stuff with modern knives. He does a lot of modifications and stuff. But I think that you guys will enjoy the channel, especially if you like to see somebody, doing some custom work on knives. It's really interesting stuff. He's a good guy. Let's see if we can, by this time next week, let's see if we can get him over 1,000. It should be easy to do. And the other thing, I don't have any kind of a firm update on Rick from Warthog, but he hasn't put out any videos. So let's just keep praying for him and hoping that he comes back. I think everybody's, in his corner and pulling for him. But, just if you could say a prayer for him, or if you just send some positive energy his way so that he comes back here stronger than ever, that would be awesome. But let's get on to today's subject, which is jackknives. Since I was a kid, I've heard people say, the term jackknife, and most of the time you hear it, it's with, tractor trailer accidents or somebody doing a dive into a pool or exercising or something like that. But there's more definitions to it than that when it comes to cutlery. Now, I had always been told, like this copperhead, that this was a jackknife because it has a bolster on one side, a cap on the other, and both blades, fold out of the same side. This is my red pickbone copperhead from Rough Rider. And so I just had always gone with that definition, and never really thought about it. Like, what about a single blade? Is that a jackknife? Well, it turns out that it kind of is. Going through several dictionaries and stuff, and of course, this is not being in the knife forums, but, just looking at the terms that dictionaries are calling it, they say that a jackknife is a large pocket knife. And then they go a little further. Then, some of them say a pocket knife is a foldable knife with one or more blades that folds into the handle. Okay, that I can go with. Then it says knife with a blade that folds closed is a jackknife, which was also the definition we just had for a pocket knife. So we've already got those kind of, back and forth, kind of a confluence. And then there was one that said that in the etymology of it, that a jackknife is a pocket knife that's larger than a penknife. So I thought it was kind of interesting that they pulled penknives out in particular and said that, a penknife is definitely different than a jackknife. And I don't know if that goes back, because we're talking about words that came into use back in the 1700s, according to the entomology source. And so it's just kind of interesting that a pen blade, which of course you had to cut your quills and all that other stuff back then, would be set aside separate than a different kind of a working knife. But maybe not, but as far as, folding knives, I thought that was interesting because obviously they had all the different knives that did, specific tasks. Anyways, it was just kind of one of those things. Oh, and who's Jack? Jack was a slang term for sailors, and sailors working with ropes and stuff all day. I'm sure that they all carried knives. So a jackknife became a jackknife. But then, like I said, I'd always heard that about the ones with stuff folding out of one side. But then you have stuff like this Rough Rider dog bone jack. And this would be kind of I would say, not an equal-ended jackknife, although it could be. This is really kind of cool. I love that it has the dog bone thing, and the bolsters are kind of rounded and bulbous, like the ends of a bone. It has a really nice blade on it with an etching of dog bone Jack, the little cartoon dog, which I'm a dog lover. I have 4 of them at my house, so they do know that I love them and I deal with them all the time. This is a pen blade. We'll get off the subject of my dogs because I could go on for hours. But, this would be like an unequal jack, or unequal-ended jack, I guess, because although we have a bolster on each end, which could be equal-ended, the blades are certainly not the same length. One of the things that's cool is it does come with this little slip. And so it has the little Rough Rider guy, a little cowboy holding up his rifle. And it does have a little clip, so you can clip it to a pocket inside or outside or whatever. This knife came to the channel through viewer Hal. So thank you, Hal, for sending this and this was the perfect knife for this little video. Here, I'm going to take him out. We'll leave his slip up here. And we'll open up because that's just such an awesome knife. I really like that one. We're going to take these guys down because they've been on here plenty. But here is my muskrat. And this is a Rough Rider High Plains Drifter. And so this one, a muskrat pattern, is definitely an equal-ended jackknife because it has 2 blades that are exactly the same, 2 bolsters that are exactly the same. So this, to me, would be the epitome of the equal-ended jackknife. Now, of course, we'll go back because I'm going to ask for some help with all this jackknife terminology. But what I wanted to bring out was actually the star of this show, or what I think is the star, what caused all this stuff about Jack and all his knives and everything like that. And that is this guy from Case. And this is the Texas jackknife in their beautiful amber peach seed bone. And just a lovely, lovely knife. I just cannot get over how well Case does the amber bone. I know it's their flagship bone and that you can get most of their patterns in it. But every time I get a new knife in this bone, I absolutely fall in love with it all over again. It's just absolutely beautiful. So this has a really nice clip point. This is in the CV steel. It has a pen on the other side, a really nice pen blade. And this pattern is the 32 pattern. So this is a 3 5/8 closed pattern. Just a fantastic size. In fact, it is the same size as the number 18 Stockman. So you have your medium Stockman, and this is, basically another 3 5/8 size knife. Now, the Texas part of the Texas Jack comes from the bolsters, And so you have the squared and pinched bolster as opposed to a round bolster like on the 18. But both of these are just perfect pocket knives, perfect pocket carry. If you like a Stockman, you can get the 32 pattern Stockman is in CV with the amber bone. So you would get, basically same size knife, but with the Stockman blades on this frame. And that was one of the things when I was looking up the history of the 32 pattern, is it does say that the 32 pattern, which, this would be the medium, that it does a jack and a Stockman on this. There's also a 92 pattern, which would be, there's a jack and a Stockman for those also, which are not always in production, but those are your large jack and large Stockman. And then they have on the 33 pattern, which this is the pen knife for this, but they also make a Stockman on this 33 pattern, which is kind of interesting. And so this guy's been on here before, and this is in stainless steel, but it has a really nice California clip, or Turkish clip if you prefer. And then on the other side it has a small pen blade. But yeah, these, as you can see, there's the pattern number there, the 62033. So that 33 pattern, that's this frame. And so the same thing with this knife. Let's get his pen out. I think he has the pattern numbers on there also. Yeah, so there you go. This is on the 32. So the 62032. So definitely very cool knives, very interesting knives. The term jackknife I find kind of interesting. Interesting story about the Texas jackknife. If you haven't seen the video, I didn't even know about this knife until I saw it on Mark Kaufman's channel, and that made me want to get one. He actually has his grandfather's original old case Texas jackknife, and it's been handed down through his family, and he has it now. And then he bought a modern one to carry also, so he could save that one that is his grandpa's. But interesting story with that one, and it's just kind of cool looking at an old knife from that time period. I don't remember exactly when he said that he thought his grandfather had gotten it, but yeah, this is just, these are like perfect pocket knives. These are like one and done knives, really. I mean, if you're just walking around and you just need a pocket knife, this is an elegant solution for that. So it's just kind of a really neat thing, that it's there, and just beautiful workmanship. You see there's no gaps on this. It's just done so well. The transitions are perfect, pins are perfect, the bone is perfect. Case really did this one right. They really did. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, definitely check that out. But Mark's channel is good. This little case, I actually traded with Mark and picked this up for my collection, and I still enjoy this knife quite a bit. It's just a really cool little knife, and I really like the little shield on there. It's just the Case XX. This knife is from around 1989, time frame. So it's just a cool little knife. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess let me put a call out to Knife Detector and Tobias Gibson and Stuart Harvey. If you have any more knowledge or anything else to add about the jackknife, that term, or your thoughts on that, that would be cool. If you want to make a video about it, that's cool. Or if you just want to leave something in the comments, that's cool too. And really, that's gonna be it for this one. Go sub to Naftastic EDC if you haven't done that already. And then, let them know that I sent you. So you guys have a good one out there, and I will see you in the next one. See you soon.